welcome back to another video. Since the winter update is coming out very soon and we know I have no self-control, I need to make some room in my closet. Also, I haven't done a Q&A in a little bit, so I figured it would be a great time to incorporate that into this video. So it is time for my procrastination to end. Let's go ahead and get right into it. I am joined here today by none other than 𝒏𝒏𝒅, of course. It's not even bad, it's just, I feel like I just always have such a hard time finding items, and I feel like I'm always missing items when I'm trying to make outfits, and then I'll randomly rediscover them. I need to somehow make the colors more organized, so I might organize each row so that it will be easier for me to find colors. And then my horse gear is struggling a little bit more. I've been overflowing each of my rows a little bit, so these will definitely need to move down. I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of dreading this, but I will be so happy when it's all finished and pretty. You know what? I'm gonna change my user interface. Oh! That is much larger than I thought. Let's get started. I asked you guys on Instagram and YouTube to send questions that you have for me. So I put them all in a random generator and I'm gonna read through them. The first question says, what is your favorite movie genre and why? This is a good one. I love movies. I like a lot of different type of movies, to be honest. I definitely lean more towards a good thriller. I love the kind of movies that are really creative and also keep you on the edge of your seat. I think I need the inventory to be smaller because it's taking up way too much of my closet space. There we go, that's much better. The next one says, what's your favorite breed within 𝒆𝒒𝒔𝒄𝒉? And do you ride in real life? If so, for how long? Love your videos. Thank you so much, I'm so glad. I would say my favorite breed is definitely the Dutch warm blood because 𝒏𝒏𝒅 is my favorite horse. Friesians, the Hanoverians, and the Andalusians are all kind of tied for second place. For your second question, I do ride in real life, not as much as I would like to, just because of my schedule and things I have going on. And I've been riding for, I think, 11 or 12 years now. I'm so grateful. It is one of my favorite things in the entire world. The next one says, do you have any pets? Yes, I do. I have a lovely dog that is seriously my pride and joy and is just an angel in every way. The next one says, here are my questions. What is the worst 𝒆𝒒𝒔𝒄𝒉 horse you got gates-wise? A horse that deserves a remodel ASAP, and a horse breed you want to see in 𝒆𝒒𝒔𝒄𝒉. The worst horse I got gates-wise, probably the Percheron, I have to say. You guys know on here, I really despise the Percherons. A horse that deserves a remodel ASAP. Honestly, because of the bazaar recently when they had the Marwaris, I forgot that that breed existed and they have so much potential. They are so unique. They are so beautiful. I think a remodel on that horse would be absolutely amazing. And I think with 𝒆𝒒𝒔𝒄𝒉's newer, more modern style, they would be really, really beautiful. A horse breed you want to see in 𝒆𝒒𝒔𝒄𝒉. I need to contemplate on this for a minute. I would probably say the 𝒔𝒑𝒉𝒄𝒅. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry if it's wrong. I just think they're so pretty in a really different way. They have that nice Roman nose that I think would be really cool in this game. The next one says, what is your clothing style in real life? Ooh, this is a great question. I've never been asked this before. I would say I normally gravitate towards something classy and chic. I really like to dress up. I would say I normally wear darker colors. I just prefer them and I think they look better on me. What was your main goals for your channel / Instagram when you first started? How did you come so far? This is a great question and I feel like it kind of goes different for everyone. For my YouTube channel, I've definitely had the same main goals and theme as a whole from the very beginning. I always wanted to have a really chill channel that was mostly focused on gameplay. As for my Instagram, it was always a account where I would post edits. I've never posted a picture that was not edited in some way. So that was definitely my main goal for my Instagram, just a fun way to share pictures. I think the main purpose is be creative and have fun. I really feel like that is the best part about social media, is really having fun and expressing yourself. What's your favorite hobby? I'm gonna give two different answers. The first one would definitely be Star Stable. My second favorite hobby would probably be art. I love everything creative and I really enjoy painting. I used to do it all the time, but for some reason I stopped. I would say that's my favorite hobby right now. The next one says, do you ride in real life? If so, what discipline? And do you lease, take lessons, or own a horse? If you own or lease a pony, what is their name? If you could add any game feature to Star Stable, what would it be? And what do you do on Star Stable when you are not filming? I do ride horses in real life and I mainly do show jumping and hunter jumper. However, I do really think that there are so many Western disciplines that are super interesting and it's something I would really like to try in the future, but I have always ridden English. I do not lease or take lessons or own a horse. It is something I would really love to achieve, but unfortunately isn't very realistic for me right now. I mostly just exercise horses that need to be ridden when their owner is not there. My dream would be to eventually own a horse one day. For the second question of adding any game feature to Star Stable, there are so many different things I would want to add to this game. I would say my top two ideas would be to either sell items or horses for star coins, and then thirdly, to somehow be able to design your own clothing. I think that would be so cool and definitely very desired since Star Stable really does have a creative player base. Lastly, what do you do on Star Stable when you're not filming? This is a very valid question. I honestly sometimes do not know, and pretty much 9 times out of 10 I am always gardening and collecting light. And of course I love to train my horses because it's very fun for me. Have you ever tried owning a club? If yes, how did that go? I have tried owning a club and it pretty much 90% of the time never made it out of the production stage. So for example, I would make an Instagram, I would make a Discord server. I very quickly learned that I think that is just very overwhelming for me. Shout out to all of the club owners that may be watching this. I could definitely not do what you were doing. 5 years ago was the last time I tried that. I will not be trying that ever again. What do you like most about Star Stable? What caused you to start playing it? I love your vids. I'm a huge fan. Aw, that is so sweet. I would say my favorite thing about Star Stable is the variety of horses and the customization features are really so far above any other horse game I've ever tried. The fact that we can have so many different items and so many different horses is really amazing. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with me? I just started putting all of these bridles back into my inventory when I just put them here. Anyways, I actually started playing this game by Googling online horse games into my browser. I bet if you named a horse game, any random horse game from the year 2014 to now, I've 100% tried it. Once I discovered Star Stable, the addiction really started. I pretty much have never stopped loving this game. There are things, of course, that annoy me with the game, but I will truly always love this game. It is one of my favorites, if not my all-time favorite game. Oh my goodness. I keep putting these bridles back into my inventory. What is my problem? The next one says, "Hi Mooney, I have a couple questions for you. What is your favorite or one of your favorite TV shows / movies? Do you play other games than just Star Stable? If so, what are they? What are some of your favorite things to do when it gets colder outside and it's fall / winter time?" My favorite TV show or movie? Oh no. It's so hard for me to choose one favorite. I like so many movies. My 3 favorite movie series are definitely the Divergent series, the Hunger Games series, the Maze Runner series, and of course, I can't exclude Harry Potter. I do love Harry Potter. It's cheesy, it's goofy, but I do really love it still, and I rewatch it every year during Christmas time. As for other games, I pretty much go through phases of playing certain games. The game I'm currently waiting on to go on sale is Stardew Valley. I've been wanting to play that game for such a long time. I'm definitely going to try that one soon. And finally, for things I like to do in the winter time, I really love to go on walks with my dog and go hiking. I love snow. I just love being outside in the winter. Have you ever sold any horses? If you have, which ones have you sold and why? What are your favorite and least favorite areas of Star Stable? I'm about to expose myself, which I already have done, but I have sold so many horses and I recently got them all restored. I went on a random selling spree with a friend many years ago and I really regret all of the horses that I sold. It was definitely over 20 horses. I definitely cannot name every single horse that I sold because there were so many. It is not my proudest moment. If anybody is thinking about selling a horse, do not do it. And you don't get anything really in return other than 2,000 shillings, which is, as we all know, very, very useless. For my favorite and least favorite area of Star Stable, my favorite area is Dino Valley. The day that area gets updated, just know I will be jumping up and down, shouting from the rooftops. The next one says, "Are there any underrated horses in Star Stable that you personally like?" I personally think the curly horses are really cute. Also, are there any popular horse breeds that you're not too crazy about? There are definitely underrated horse breeds that I like. The Marwari horses, they're really pretty. And then secondly, I would say the Clydesdale horses. I would not consider these horses popular, but I'm really not a fan of the updated Morgan horses. Someone said that their faces and head shape looks like Sid the Sloth, and I just have a really hard time unseeing that. Oh my goodness, guys, we have finished my horse gear section. This is the finished product. I have all of my English saddles here, and I wanted to make sure I left a lot of room in this section. We have my Western saddles, all of my English saddle pads. I left an extra row for these ones, and then all of my dressage saddle pads, my half pads, my Western saddle pads, and then next we have leg wraps, these newer model ones, and then any leg wraps with bell boots. And then we have all of the open front boots and all of my ribbons. Next we have all of my English bridles in all of the different variations, and also my Western bridles, and then halters and bozels. Next we have my championship ribbons. I organized them in terms of first, second, and third place, then all of my fishing ribbons, and then any special or quest item ribbons. This next page I'm excited for because I'm gonna start organizing all of my champion ranks ribbons. I'll probably start the next row down here somewhere, and then we have all of my saddlebags here. Finally, all of my head decorations and horseshoes. So I have one whole page left. I'm very happy I did this now before Christmas time. Goodness gracious, I am not looking forward to this. this. The next one says, how long have you been drawing? I've been drawing for many years. I also started editing Star Stable pictures in 2020, but I definitely haven't been as consistent with it as I want to. I pretty much only draw once every 4 or 5 months probably. The last question of the day says, if you had to be turned into an insect, which one would it be and why? Bugs in general, they do terrify me a little bit, especially spiders. I would probably choose a butterfly. I do love butterflies. I would really like to fly. If you are watching this, what insect would you choose? Because now I'm curious. I'm losing a bit of my sanity, but hopefully you guys enjoy watching a quick time lapse of me finishing up the last bit of my clothes. I am so tired and so happy that I finished it. I was able to separate everything by my sweatshirts and sweaters, my hoodies, my long sleeve shirts, and then all of my dresses. Next, we have all of my different styles of short sleeve shirts, my tank tops, and all of my crop tops. Then we have my regular pants, and then any baggy pants or jeans, my cargo pants, shorts, and then long shorts. Next, we have all of my boots, English boots, Western boots, then all of my different shoes and gloves, fingerless gloves and mittens, and then all of my different hats organized, and even more hats on this page. I have a lot of hats apparently. And then last but not least, I have all of my masks, sunglasses, and that's pretty much it. I showed you guys my horse gear tab earlier, and my pets tab is already very organized. Thank you so much to everyone who submitted a question. I will definitely do this again soon. Stay tuned. I have lots of exciting videos planned. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.